I am joined by Will Currie. Will, first of all, hi. Nice to have you back. It's been a while. How have you been?
I've been good, thank you. Good, yeah.
You faced some adversity in the first round. You stayed very calm. What was going through your mind, and what were you telling each other?
To be honest, I was saying to myself, I've been here before. I've been hit with big shots before. I've had Baba power. So yeah, I've had knockdowns. This is my 22nd fight, amateur and professional. So I've got a lot of experience now. And even though it was a bit of a rocky start, just stay calm, stick to the game plan, and find my range. Sometimes it can be like that at the start of a fight.
And you know the Contender Series fight. Do you feel it made you even hungrier?
It did. I learnt a lot from that fight. The guy that I fought, he was an amateur boxer for Brazil. He had a lot of boxing pedigree. I started too fast in that fight. Too many kicks, too many shoots from too far range, out of range with the shots. I needed to box into my takedowns more, which I did today against, in my opinion, a better wrestler. I also let the other guy use the energy more, whereas my last opponent, he was more patient and took his time. I do feel like I have reasons for why that happened. The guy, there's no footage on him for about 2 years, which I thought coming in was an advantage for me. But it ended up being the opposite because he was a lot better than I expected, and he saw my career best performance against Leon Aliou, and he prepared for me perfectly. But, that's the game. You learn, and these fights, if you don't learn from them, you're not progressing, you're not doing it properly. So even today with a win, there were mistakes made. I will watch the footage, I will learn, and it's a sport at the end of the day. When you're fighting these high-level fights, this guy was also on the Contender Series. He lost as well, but he's a good fighter, and he had a year and a half to improve as well. So at the end of the day, if you're not learning and growing, you're not doing the sport properly. So even with today, I'll learn, I'll grow, and I'll come back better. Win, lose or draw, I'll come back better.
And when that happens, do you go to dark places, or do you feel you just instantly get fired up?
It was a dark place, I can't lie. I was convinced I was going to win that fight. I was such a heavy favourite. I went into the fight thinking there's no way this guy can beat me, and I got humbled. I still finished the fight on top. I got hit with a lot of shots. I showed how tough I am. Even today, the guy started better than me, but I stay strong, I stay true. I never give up when I'm in there. I see a lot of guys fight. They give up, they shell up, they fall down. You have to switch me off. You have to take me out. And I will not stop until I'm unconscious. And even today, I had dark moments in that fight where I was thinking in my head, I am so tired. But you just keep going, you don't stop. And that's why even in the last one, which I lost on the Contender Series, I still finished on top of the guy. I get it. I lost the fight. I got hit with loads of shots. He completely outpointed me. But I put my hand up at the end of that fight, even though I knew I didn't win. Just because it was more like F you, I'm never going to give up. Even though there's only 3 rounds, if there was another round, I'll keep going. And I might not win every fight, but you'll never see me give up in there. I'll never quit. I'm a clean athlete. I play it fair. No matter what anyone says, I play fair. And I know God's with me. So that's it.
You actually looked like you still had plenty of energy tonight, that you could have gone into the championship round.
I wanted to finish him so bad, and I couldn't believe it after round 2 that he survived that. There was a slice here. Leon Aliou, he broke. And I remember on Leon Aliou, there's a move that I do in grappling, which I don't think many people know, where I knee reap the leg. And against Leon Aliou, I heard multiple pops in his leg. Pop, 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 pop. And that was part of the reason why he broke in that fight and he quit. And I was very surprised he came back so early to fight at welterweight. My mouth is so dry, I'm sorry. It was a hard fight. And today, I broke his leg as well, Eli Aronov, but he carried on. He didn't stop. So it's a knee reap position. I'm knee barring the side of the leg while I'm on top, and that turtle holding the back position. And I snapped the leg. It's a nasty move, but it's fighting. He's trying to knock me out. And I broke this guy's leg. And he still carried on. He didn't stop. I think he also kicked me as well with it, so that might have hurt it, but that just shows you the heart. And although coming into the fight there was a lot of animosity and there was a bit of hate coming in there, you can't help but have love and respect for someone who has that much heart, regardless of whatever stuff is happening in the background. I have to respect the heart.
And Will, is the Cage Warriors title still on your mind? Obviously, you defeated Belandi back in 2020.
Mick Maynard said to me, because I said to him after the fight, something private between him and me, and about the Contender Series fight that I just had, he said to me, we'll get you back on the Contender Series. Now, listen, if Dario wants the rematch and he wants to get that loss avenged, we can go. To have the Cage Warriors belt would be an honour. As far as I'm concerned, I never lost to Mick Stanton. I won rounds 1, 2, and 5. At a bare minimum, it's a draw. He didn't win that fight because he had a couple minutes in 3 and 4, elbowing me a little bit with the mount. I dominated him round 5. I dominated him round 1. Round 2 was so close. In many ways, I think many fights should be a draw. Dario vs Naglis, the last one, should have been a draw. At the end of the day, Dario vs Mick Stanton could have been a draw. I'm the one going in there, messing people up, bloodying them up, breaking legs. If we want to do it on the Dana White Contender Series, I would love to see Dario go to the UFC, and maybe we fight in the UFC, and now we're both in the UFC, and now we're both winning. But at the same time, if that's the next fight, and the boss man backstage, he says that's what he wants, we'll do that. But Mick Maynard promised me I can get on the Contender Series, so we'll see what happens.
Well, I hope to see that. In the meantime, it's great having you.
I don't moan or complain about who I fight. I have fought anyone and everyone. Since I was 22, I had Dario as my debut. I had Christian Leroy Duncan next, probably, in my opinion, the best middleweight this country's ever had. At 22, I was fighting that animal. You know, these are guys, Jordan Sand, these are guys that have had their friends die, their best friends die. They're warriors, they're fucking killers, these guys. Jordan Santos, Christian Leroy Duncan, these are killers. And I just had a very close friend of mine die. Joshua George Goldstone, 21 years of age, went to Thailand to fight, and he never came back. He won his fight, went out partying, and he passed away. And this fight was for you, Josh, in heaven. I know you're watching this fight. I pray God gives you another chance, because you should never have gone out like that. But now I'm like them. I've had one of my best friends die, and I've got that fucking warrior spirit soul in me now. One of my best friends passed away. Never going to see him again in this dimension. Maybe the next one. But in this dimension, I'll never see him again. That was for you, though, Josh. That was a fight you would have fucking missed. Because I'll tell you what, I'm always taking people down, controlling them on the floor, beating them up. And I did that as well today. But there was a lot of striking today as well. I buzzed Eli Aronov. I hurt him. And I know Josh, because he was a Muay Thai fighter, he would have loved to have watched that. Josh, this was for you. But the point I'm trying to make is I fight everyone and anyone. I never complain. I fought Naglis. I can't even describe to you how crazy that camp was. Cocaine in Spain. Anyway, moving forward, I've had a crazy career in Cage Warriors, fighting anyone and everyone. So you know, if that's who they want next, I don't turn down shit. I'm just saying, Mick Maynard said you're back on the Contender Series after a performance like that. Look at my fight. Look how I fought. That's called exciting, entertainment, bloody, violent, against an animal. You know, clean athlete as well. You lot know that I always fight these fucking roid monkeys, and I still fight them anyway. I don't give a shit. But Dario Belandi, I'd love to see him in the UFC, but if we're going to fight and one of us Highlander style has to die, then it is what it is, not personal. I love the Roman, but Germania.
Well, I am sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
And to end on a lighter note, it's very good to have you and your hair back. I think it should be a criminal offense to shave that head of yours. You've got a great hair on you.
I have to say, Edith said to me, you know, you should keep your hair long. It looks better on you than shaving it, trying to look like Voldemort. But I don't know. It's about mixing it up, Edith. You know, sometimes it's long, sometimes it's short.
It's your superpower. Part of superpower.
But have I ever lost with the long hair?
Maybe to Christian.
I don't
Christian
think.
Leroy Duncan.
But that was the first, but that was not a real fair stoppage. See, Damo Verhedi,
So
he
you
came to
shaved
me
it
to,
after,
yeah, see,
right.
that's when I went Voldemort, and I tried to heel hook his bloody leg off, and I swear, I heard, this is how I know Duncan's a killer. I hear pop, 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 pop in his leg, and if you see the end of round 1, I'm helping Christian up, because in my mind, I'm convinced he's done. I'm like, I was only helping him up, because I was like, he's done, do you know what I mean? I kicked him with a leg kick, and he just fell, and I was like, oh, his leg's gone. Comes back in round 2, switching like a shapeshifter, and I was like, okay, he's still here, you know, he's a tough man, but, yeah, maybe the long hair's my superpower, but the first fight with Christian, Dan Overheady special, you know, we're cool now, me and Dan. He refereed that fight. He did that fight perfectly. You know, mistakes can happen. I was fine in that first fight. Again, I've never been finished, and I've shown that my chin is cast iron. I've got a Eubank chin. I got hit today with rocket shots. I got hit with a flying knee from Christian Leroy Duncan, tons of shots to the back of the head. I still took him down. Okay, the ref stopped it. You saw me. I was standing up, moving around normal. I got spinning elbowed in round 2 in the second fight against Duncan. I carried on. I survived till the end. That shot was like an electric bolt through my head. I had Bubba power. I had nagless kicks. I've had Mick Stanton elbowing me from full mount. I've had Eli Aronov hitting me with some good shots today. I've had Leon Aliou. I've had it all. I never quit, never give up. This chin is here to stay. You know, sparring Jimmy Manuwa from 17. I've only been knocked out one time in my entire life, and I was out for 3 seconds. That was Jimmy Manuwa, ranked 3 in the world when I was 18 years of age. So I'm a tough man. I'm built, got that traps and neck from Godzilla, Trapzilla. And yeah, I'm tough, man. I'm tough, you know. I'm trying to work on my skills, trying to become a better fighter, but I am tough. I am hard as nails.
Oh, we believe it.
I just want to get a bit better at fighting so I don't have to keep getting hit in the head. But, you know, if I do get hit in the head, I can take it.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.